Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and apologies for the lack of videos the last couple of weeks. Last week Ryan was on half term and the last few days he has been poorly, so videos, nails, all those things have had to go to one side while I've been the lovely auntie and looking after him. So I'm finally finding the time to edit and voice over some designs I filmed a couple of weeks ago. So with this set I wanted to do something super simple using one of the glitters from the recent PS I Love You collection from World of Glitter. I wanted the glitter to be the focus and that is the design I'm going to share with you today. So I am using Tammy from Hand Dolly and I have applied my tips and I have cut them down to the rough size I want and brought them in a little bit, and I will do the rest of the shaping with my file at the end. And now I am just going in with my thin clear base. Now the next few videos will be the last ones that Tammy feature in because she has suffered a little bit of an injury and I don't want to make that worse, but I do have my new Flexi hand from Glitter Planet which I will be using. So the colours I'm using for this set are Trixi from Team Gorgeous and also Dolce Vita. So I'm going for a sort of pinky themed set with a pastel pink and a more vibrant, almost raspberry pink, and then the glitter I'm using is Nice. Now this is a mega chunky multi-mix. Well, mega chunky, it's quite chunky. It features hex pieces, it's got diamonds, it's got tinsel, it does have some fine glitter in there, so it is easier to get full coverage, but with those big pieces I do recommend you working in smaller beads, using the tip of your brush to move them around into place and patting down, making sure you've got a nice thin full coverage, which is what I'm doing. Realistically my original bead was probably a bit too big, but we did get there in the end and that is all that matters. So I'm just pressing it down, making sure it's full coverage right to the tip, and then when I'm happy with that I'm going to leave it to set in place and move on to the ring finger. Now this one is going to be an ombre between the two pinks, so this is Dolce Vita which I'm placing at the tip and just feathering that back slightly, and this will help with the blend when I come to add the bottom colour, and just going in with a little bit more because I don't want any patchiness. Again, as always, working thin because we don't want any bulk. And I'm also going to leave that to set ever so slightly, and I'm going to do Trixi at the tip of the middle finger, and this nail, if my memory serves me correct, is going to be a glitter ombre. So I'm just taking that down as far as I want. I'm not worrying about feathering it back too much on this one, but I do want it to be blended into the nail as much as possible so that I don't add extra bulk. And then I'm going to go back to this finger. It's a lot of backwards and forwards, and I'm going to place Trixi, I wanted to call it Pixie, Trixi, at the cuticle and blend that down. Now the Trixi is almost a translucent pink, it is on the verge, and obviously Dolce Vita is very bright, so you want to drain out as much liquid as you can where that blend is going to be and feather it down. And don't forget, if you aren't happy with the blend, as long as you're working small thin wet beads, you can chop and change between the two colours until you get the blend you're after. Now I knew in my head I was going to be adding crystals to this nail to almost cover that blend, so I wasn't worried too much, but I am, you know, a little bit of a perfectionist, so I wanted it to be the best I could possibly get it. Which is why you see me going backwards and forwards between the two colours until I was happy. But I'm working thin and wet so there's no bulk. Now that pinky is dry, I am going to cap it, and the clear I use in all my sets is Clear Candy from Team Gorgeous, and I'm also using the size 8 brush in this set. So I'm just going to cap that nail, build in my apex, my strength and my structure, and then I'm going to move back to the middle finger and I'm going to apply this gorgeous glitter. I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful rose gold at the cuticle, and feather that down just over the pink, just until I'm happy really. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to cap the ring finger, I believe. And I'm going to let you watch, and I'll be back with you very shortly. Yes, I was right, I did cap the ring finger, and now I'm moving on to the index, and this is going to be another pink ombre. So again, I'm going in with Dolce Vita at the tip, feathering that back towards the cuticle as always, bringing the side in so it's nice and flush, patting it down so I'm not adding bulk, you know the drill. And then just while that sets slightly, I'm going to cap the middle finger, and then I will go back to that index finger and apply Trixi at the cuticle and blend that over Dolce Vita. Okay, well I'm actually much happier with this blend. I seem to have sussed these two colours by this nail. But once I'd finished it, I did want to just add a little bit of that glitter as a sort of swoosh down the centre. I wanted to really show off the different cuts, so you can see the diamonds there. You can also see the hex pieces, so I did a bit of individual placing as well, and then I did let that set ever so slightly so I didn't move the glitter around, and I'm capping it in my clear candy. Then off camera I used my Teen Gorgeous files and filed all these nails into shape. Now I am in love with filing at the moment, but I like to sit comfortably to do it, so it will not feature in videos. But I am really loving seeing that shape come together, and as you can see I've really brought it in, rounded it off to give it that almond shape. So dusting it off with this dusty brush that I've got and a bit of Teen Gorgeous sanitizing spray, and then I went in with a lint-free wipe just to get rid of any last little bits of pesky dust. And then here I'm using my Teen Gorgeous glue. I have my Crystal Katana, which I got from Crystal Parade, and I'm using two mixes from there. I have got Coral Twist mix, which is the mix that features this gorgeous fan crystal, and I'm also using the Cosmopolitan mix that has got some pinky reddy colours, and I was just going for some crystals that sort of matched the three colours in this set, so the rose gold, the raspberry pink and the pale pink, and I'm just doing a design on this finger. Now when I do my crystals, I never really know where I'm going. I know I say this all the time. I don't really have much of an idea in mind unless I'm doing something simple like, you know, a tiara almost at the cuticle or a couple down the centre. But when I'm using a bigger statement crystal like this fan, apart from knowing what particular crystal I want to use, I don't really know where I'm going with the design until I start working. But I always start with the bigger crystal where I want that to be, which in this case was sort of the middle over that blend, and then I just wing it. Just wing it. And I'm placing little crystals of various colours from those two mixes around that fan. I'm making sure where that fan isn't flush to the nail, I'm tucking those crystals in so there's less chance of it pinging off, and then I'm just keeping on adding until I am happy. So there's nothing for me to really say at this point, apart from I apologise that I keep getting my hair into view. Normally I tie it back, so, you know, don't know what was going on there. But I'm going to finish this crystal placement, and then we will do my favourite part, which is top coating. So here we are, we've got my Team Gorgeous Flexi top, and I wanted to show you this glitter really just come back to life. So a little bit of a slow-mo for you. Quite enjoying playing around with speeds and bits and pieces at the moment. But just look at that glitter. I mean, it is just such a beautiful colour. It's got so much texture to it with the different cuts. Absolutely love it. So I am top coating all the nails, but I'm going to come back to my crystal one, and I'm going to go in with a detailer brush so I can get right in and around those crystals. Don't want to cover them up, just want to get as close to them. That will help secure them even more, and then I'm going to pop them in the lamp for a 60-second cure, and that is my super simple rose gold and pink design complete. So if you are tempted by any of the crystals I have used in this video, I do have a discount code for Crystal Parade, which is Helen5, but make sure you check out the description box, because I do always put the information in there. And I also have a description code for World of Glitter, so you can get 10% off any of their glitters, and that is Helen10. But again, that is in the description box with all the other information for what I have used in this video. So that has now come out of the lamp, and it's such a simple set, but I love it. I love that glitter. I love these colours. I'd not used Dolce Vita before, but I love it. And as always, if you are working on an actual client, you want to let that top coat cool for a minute or so before applying your cuticle oil. My absolute favourite brand of cuticle oil is Emoki nails. It is the one I use on myself all the time. I recommend to anybody if they ask. They have flavours to suit everyone. They smell good enough to eat, but don't eat them. They are amazing. And that is this set and video done. So I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Check out the description box for product links, all the information, any discount codes as I said. And don't forget, you can leave me any comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, I will see you again very, very soon. Bye! Mwah.